jumping as means to shake off the seaweed from the foil. We've all been there when it's nice day, nice swell, wind, everything lined up, but there is just too much seaweed. And so what to do? And especially when it's like borderline between sinker and normal board, and you're tempted to take a smaller board, but it takes like 5 to 7 minutes every time you crash to get back on foil. And so what to do with the seaweed? Basically, I found what works really well with strapless is just small jumps. After some practice, it's not that hard, and I would say like 80% success rate. And you can see in some shots where the seaweed just literally flies off the wing. If you get a big chunk stuck to the mast, it might not clear, but in most cases it clears from the wing, all of the seaweed strength. The idea is simple: get some speed, point the board upwind a little bit, then launch in the air, and when you land, put like 90% on your back foot. Yeah, and commit, basically just keep it there, because the board will want to nosedive. So keep it there for like 2-3 seconds, and as long as you have some speed, the board will launch back and start flying. You just need some speed and maybe a few pumps, because you'll have enough inertia to keep you moving, and the wing will pick it up and just start flying again. So yeah, a few simple steps: upwind, launch, and 90% back foot, and keep it there, yeah, for like at least 3 seconds. I've done a few times where like I didn't have enough pressure at the back foot, and you literally nosedive, and the smaller the board, the less chances you're probably gonna recover. Yeah, it's just gonna dive so deep, there's no way you can recover. It's literally a game changer for conditions with a lot of seaweed. When you get some seaweed and there is some swell, yeah, and you think, oh, I can keep riding, but even like one strain of seaweed slows you down so much you cannot ride the swell, it's just too slow. So you need to shake it off, or I mean, like before jumping you would need to drop, clear the foil and start again. It might take like 5 to 7 minutes to start when it's a borderline condition, and then like 2 minutes later it's the same thing. So instead, yeah, practice these tiny jumps. Even strapless works, and yeah, it's easy to do on your strong side when you launch into the swell, basically against the swell. It's easier that way. It's also doable when you go down the swell and basically downwind, but it's just a little bit trickier. Needs a little bit more practice. Yeah, it's been working nice, and now the sessions last for much longer with this little technique. It's definitely worth learning and get better at it, and yeah, after like 5 sessions, yes, there's no problem. And in most cases, you'll be able to recover after these small jumps with no issues. Very similar thing probably with a big board. The smaller the board, the easier everything, like I mentioned in my previous videos, so jumping is no different. If you have a small board, yeah, it's much easier to jump, recover, adjust, all those things. Yeah, something to keep in mind, and keep practicing. It's gonna pay off.